Hello, everyone. It is me, Pippi Pawpaw, and today we are going to be playing Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. Um, but we're going to be doing it with a twist because you see, in one of the updates, they added a new mode called Forbidden Mode that unlocks only after you beat the game on normal first. So we're going to be doing that. And I really hope you guys enjoy this because I'm going to be having to overwrite my personal save file because I'm too lazy to mm, beat the game on a completely separate account on normal difficulty just so I can then record myself playing forbidden difficulty. So I hope you guys enjoy this because I'm going to have to because I have to wait, hold on. Wait, never wait, no. Nope, hold on. Sorry, I'm closing the software because it wouldn't let me back out. So hopefully if I close the software, then it will just ignore me wanting to make a new, start a new game. Because I'm confused because there was not a forbidden difficulty option. So I'm gonna, alright, continue. Alright, so this is what I've been doing in my save file. Alright, where's the... Oh, cool. Alright. Right, but, where do I go to the title screen? General settings. Forbidden. How do I... Oh. Apply. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna look this up real quick. Alright, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna try doing a new game. If it doesn't let me... Okay, it won't let me. Cool, so we're closing the software and opening it again. Oh, I just love waiting a full 30 seconds for this damn thing to load, don't you? Sorry, don't want to swear too much, but, you know, I mean... It's just annoying, because, like... I don't know why they're expecting us to... I feel like I feel like the excitement of a forbidden difficulty is kind of ruined by the fact that you can't start a new game on the new forbidden difficulty, and that you have to change it mid-game or whatever, and I guess like playing on forbidden difficulty unlocks more stuff? I don't know, it's just like let me alright. Still applied. It's just like let me do the thing. Yeah, when you complete a battle on oh, okay, so yeah, they're just making it extra hard. Okay. So it's saying there is a special marking for when we beat it on forbidden difficulty, and we don't get checkpoints if we feel the need to retry. All right, just buying some stuff I need for upgrading some characters. No. All right. So, forbidden difficulty. And I'm gonna do this one that the robot's recommending. Sorry, I'm gonna also change the volume real quick. I'm just turning up my own volume so I can hear better. Sorry, he's still not loud enough. I'm just gonna... There, I guess that's good enough. So forbidden difficulty just means the game itself is going to be a lot harder, I guess. I don't know. It seems that it... For this, there isn't a noticeable difference because I'm playing a quest that I'm, like, over-leveled for by... I'm, like, 22 levels over the recommended level for this quest, so... I'm not noticing a difference because I'm kind of over-leveled, because I'm already over-leveled. Not to sound like too negative, but I'm kind of disappointed because I assumed that there was going to be an immediate noticeable change, and I also thought that I was going to be able to start a new game on this, and it's just... I'm upset by this development. I want to be able to... I want to play the entire game on forbidden difficulty. And I want it to be a noticeably massive pain in the butt by comparison. Darn, I was too late for the counter. I want it to be, like, notably difficult. Like, I want, like, most of the early game stuff to be... I want most of the early game stuff to be as hard, or to... I want the early game stuff to be almost as hard as, like, most of the usual late game stuff. Oh! Here's one glaring difference. The game doesn't pause when you hold R to access your special attacks. Pauses when you do this, so if you want to access your stuff, you can just do a full pause and stuff. But, like, that's an interesting difference. I mean, again, I feel like that's just easily fixed by just going in here, because that basically just does the same thing as pausing. I mean, this hasn't been that hard, but I guess this guy has been, like, weirdly has had, like, a weirdly large amount of HP, and, like, actually, like, just, I've never gotten that notification before that says half the time limit remains. The most I can think of is, I guess I've never really taken... I guess I've never... Like, I'm not having trouble, but I guess it's never really taken me this long to complete a time limit quest in this game. And if that sounds like a stretch, that's because it is. Like, that shouldn't be what it takes for me to... That shouldn't be what it takes for me to notice that this mode is harder. Oh, also with Artie... Also, I'm realizing Artie's just broken for anything involving Gibdos, because... it seems that apparently the quest was just to defeat all the Gibdos, and I did that pretty easily. Just to destroy all the Gibdo nests, and I did that pretty easily. With any non-Artie character, they want you to, like... I see the Lionel has some new attacks. They want you to, like, with any non-Artie character, they want you to, like, sorry, thinking. With any non-Artie character, they want you to, like, counter a flying Gibdo to send it back into one of the hives, but, like, it just... With Artie, you just destroy them. Right. Hello! It's me! Oh, I guess also they're doing a lot. I guess they're also doing a lot more, quote unquote, dangerous attacks. That's what this game calls them. Uh, the ones where they glow red. Because I keep having the issue where my unique skills are still on cooldown when they're doing their next a dangerous attack. Also, I think it's faster. So it's kind of a noticeable difference. Like it's obvious that the thing that they're going for is they're trying to make it like you have to react, like you have to like you have to like have much better reaction time. Bro, I missed entirely. What the heck? Yeah, okay, this is definitely it's definitely harder. Just they could have stood to made it. They could have it wouldn't have hurt them to make it less. It wouldn't have hurt them to make it less subtle. It would have been nice if it was more obvious that it was harder. That's pretty much all I can say. By the way, sorry I'm not talking a lot. I'm like actually having, I'm actually having to focus because, you know, if I'm not careful, both me and Agriston are both on a quarter heart. I almost said our quarter heart, and it's just like, I don't know, just brain fart. Oh yeah, and all the big strong attacks aren't doing nearly as much damage as they should be doing. By the way, sorry I'm stimming a lot. I'm just having a stimming kind of day. But yeah, I mean, like, normally a weak point smash against an enemy that I'm over leveled if I'm over leveled, then normally a weak point smash would do like I would say like a third. I would say like probably almost a third of their health. All right, nice. Yeah, that was really close though. I almost lost, and the only time I've ever lost is fighting the post game. What there's some extra hard post game fights, and those are like absurd. Those are like absurdly difficult, and I'm under leveled for them. Oh, and this is a post-game thing as well. This is wait, no, this is This is showing that if you replay this story quest, then Phantom Ganon will appear randomly there. By the way, I'm buying all the things highlighted in green because basically there are some quests that are just upgrades for characters. So basically, and the ones I have highlighted in green are items that I need to complete those quests. So for example, I just upgraded Vence's actions. Vence is one of the characters I have available.
Just keep getting better.
I'll not squander this gift.
That wasn't a character who I was trying to upgrade, but it, you know, he was there, so I might as well.
This'll come in handy.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
I'll be even better now.
That is a creepy marking on the quest thing. Oh, that's supposed to be Bratton, but it's just like it could have made that look less weird.
Hey. Oh.
One can never be too prepared.
Bounds to mountains.
Sure. So now we take. So that's a camp upgrade thing. So now we just take. So now I supplied 10 palm fruits, which each palm fruit is minus 3% damage taken and plus 3 XP. Plus 3% XP. So I just, you know, used 10 of them. So now there are. So now there are. So now I have set it to be I take 30% less damage from enemies. Bro, I think the Night Construct got him like right in the crotch. Jeez. Night Construct is savage. I was gonna say and then plus 30% XP, which is in fact necessary because all of my characters are underleveled right now. Like a bunch of the post-game stuff is like a bunch of the post-game stuff is like recommended level like 85, 80, 83, like somewhere between 80, 83 and like 87. And the highest level character I have right now is Rauru, who's like 81, maybe 80, maybe 82 or maybe 83. So I have one character. So I have one character that is almost at the recommended level for some of these quests. Okay, so yeah, even on normal difficulty, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier than this. But it's just like this is kind of almost unfun because the increase in difficulty isn't like highly noticeable or flashy. It's just a lot of the enemies that are supposed to be low level are now obnoxiously tanky for no explainable reason other than the fact that that's what you signed up for. But it's still annoying. But it's still. What I'm trying to say is the difficulty increase should be more flashy. Like, it shouldn't be just enemies are suddenly tanky. It should be like there's new enemies in every level, and there's a bunch of new enemies in every level, and they're all the stronger versions of the enemies that, and they're all stronger versions of the enemies that you fought so far. they're all the stronger version of the enemies that are supposed to be here, whatever. I don't know, just like... We need more than what is... Sorry, that's a lot... No, I'm doing a lot of rambling. My point is that... My point is, the difference in difficulty needs to be more flashy, because otherwise it won't be noticeable enough, and it just will stop being... And it will just be less fun to play. But, I don't know. But, you know, what do I know? I'm a funny YouTube guy. The part about being funny is debatable. Ugh. Frickle natter. I don't know. Do I know what any of that means? Nope. But I am saying words anyways because I'm annoyed. I mean, I've almost got him. Bro.
This isn't easy.
No, why would you say that?
Use your skill.
I thought she said, I'll take your skin or something. I was like, excuse me? I'll take your skin. What? What did you say to me? I'm just acting out a random skit for no reason. I don't know.
Hard-won victory.
Yes, that's how I feel, Zelda. I absolutely agree. Alright. Time for Tanky Gremlin number 3. Ouch, nutshot. Jeez. Oh, and also they do a lot more damage. This is a quest that I'm supposed to be heavily over-leveled for, and these guys are doing as much damage. And these guys are doing as much damage as the post-game enemies are. The vicious quests, that's what they're... Vicious battles, that's what they're called. That's the name of the post-game quests. These guys are doing, like... This Hinox, on a per hit basis, doing more damage than the vicious battle. Doing at least as much damage as the vicious battle enemies. If not a little more. So now, look at this. Oh, the aiming controls won't let me reach high enough to go for his eye, which is annoying because that's how you get crits. In case you didn't know how fighting a Hinox works. But I don't know. I'm annoyed by this development. Anyways, I'm rambling. But so far, if you're wondering if you should get Age of Imprisonment, you should definitely... It's definitely a good game. It's definitely worth it. I just suggest starting on normal difficulty. Because, you know, Oh, well, I forgot. You can't do forbidden difficulty until you beat the game. It goes all the way... It ranges everywhere from... It ranges from easy to very hard. Once you beat the game, you unlock forbidden difficulty for anything else that you want to do on that save file. But you cannot start the game on forbidden difficulty, as I mentioned, which, as I also mentioned, I still think is dumb, but whatever. Oh, nice. I forgot that was a quest that I needed to do. Really? Do they not get a special sync strike? a lot of times when two characters do a sync strike, it's really just they have special moves that they only use for sync strikes, and basically they just use them in rapid succession of each other.
This is nothing. Nice concept.
I was trying to hit him.
Our target's alive.
Oh well, and I, but yeah, for some of them, you get but for some of them you get special interactions. For example, mainly, it's basically if you do a sync strike between Zelda, a sync strike between Zelda and most allies is a sync strike between Raru and most allies, and a sync strike between the Knight construct and most allies will result in getting a special sync strike. Will result in special interactions that you don't get with anyone else. But also the sage sync strikes are even more generic. If they're not interacting with any of the people that give special interactions, they just imbue you with their element, which basically just like they're all the same. All of the sages imbue you. They don't imbue you with the same element, obviously, but it's the same formula for what they're doing. And basically the idea is that any time you with that effect active, any attack of yours will be imbued with that element. And okay, good, he did have rocket equipped. I was taking a gamble there because I didn't remember if he had the rocket equipped. And if not, then I wouldn't have been able to stop him. But anyways, I was gonna say, and then they press A to do a special finisher move. But yeah. You can also gain an element without using a sync strike if basically when you're fighting as one of the champions, they all have secret stones. So if you use the secret stone, then they will get their element. Raru also has a secret stone, but for some reason his attacks do not become light imbued, but whatever.
Not ideal.
I just don't know why they could have done that, because, you know, it's not significantly different from any other element. But whatever. Anyways. Oh, I'm aiming the wrong direction. Prepare to die. Weak point. Yeah, the good news is if I don't have time to pay attention to whether it's a rocket or not, most characters actually just have the rocket equipped to their ZR button by default. Just good. But yeah, so basically, the rocket is just a zonai device that has the same effect as the piercing attacks, and it costs a little bit of battery, but it's worth it if you if your unique skills have not recharged yet. Good news is these guys aren't that much harder because they're designed to be cleared out easily, so they're not that hard to defeat. Oh, although actually they are taking a few hits, but you know, again, designed to be cleared out, so even if you don't defeat them, even if you don't defeat them fully, you still get them out of your way. So they're not, you know. Oh yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I'm doing like no damage. This guy definitely doesn't have as much health as as, as like the final boss or anything, but you know. I also noticed the Hinox seemed to speed up when I opened my unique skill menu. I think he just slowed down. I think what actually happened was he slowed down on to warn me of his, because the game was warning me of his dangerous attack, and then he happened to speed back up as I opened the menu. Anyways, I'm rambling a lot. Like I mentioned, brain. Okay. So I think Agriston is the only character who got healed, because I am now looking at everyone else's health, and everyone else is still ridiculously low.
This is nothing.
Oh crap. Oh, okay. Who got something in his eye? Whatever. Doesn't matter now, I guess. Hello. Can you stop trying to cause me bodily harm, please? Oh god. Oh god. I tried to roll away. Wow, our sync strike gauge is charging visibly fast. The blue border around our character. Right, come here. Come here. Come on, come here. I know you wanna. Oh, darn, he didn't do a dangerous attack. I mean, that is a very dangerous attack, but he didn't do the thing that it was called. He didn't do the thing that dangerous attack was supposed to mean. Which, yes, I'm not concerned about something called a dangerous attack, because, you know, although I'm having to adjust to doing it in real time, they're not that hard to counter. Otherwise, they're not that hard to counter, and it's just an opportunity for me to do a lot of damage. Oh, now he is. I mean, the good news is that playing it on hard mode is definitely helping with my dodging dodging and my reflexes, be it you know, dodging or inputting attacks quickly. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, which is, you know, good, because the better my reflexes are, the faster I can combo moves, and first of all, you know, the better I am at the game, but also second of all, the cooler I look.
I'll never cease. Not until victory is mine.
All right, nice. That did not need to be that hard, but I still did it anyways. Just, my god. Like, I did not, not even on the final boss, like, with normal mode on, even on the final boss, I didn't, it got nowhere near the point where I had to dodge like a freaking maniac to not die. But now I just ugh. I don't want to know. I said I don't know what I don't want to know. I think I has had a brain fart because I don't know what I mean. But I don't know. It is difficult. That is what I am saying. Hard it is what I am saying. Now, before we do anything else, I before I leave, I want to do one more. We're gonna do a hard one. I lost that one. I want to see if there's I want to see if there's two that I've either quit or lost or whatever. I want to see if there's any new hard ones that I haven't tried at least once already. What's this? Bonus heart, sure.
I've unearthed new power. I swear I'll put it to good use. We fight to uphold the peace of these lands.
Oh, the Tuscan Talon has more Winterwing butterflies that I didn't notice. So now I have more. Oh, there's that one that was blocked by the bar.
By my duty as king, I will see us prevent.
Yeah, Raru's level 83.
Perhaps my knowledge will be of use.
What marvel?
You may actually be the savior Hyrule seeks.
Oh, it's okay, so it's recommended level 70 because, you know. Because it's a vicious quest, but it's not like a vicious plus quest. There's some with a plus sign on them, and those are even harder.
Let's move out.
So remember, like I said, the only times I've ever lost are on these vicious quests. I almost, and that's on normal. I almost lost on I almost lost on forbidden. I almost lost on quests that I was over leveled for on forbidden difficulty. So now I have to. So now I have to do quests that I have failed. Now I have to do the category of quests that I have failed in twice, in a mode that that has been the biggest challenge I've had aside from that. Anyways, so I said that really in a really confusing way. What I'm saying is forbidden mode is hard, or any vicious battles on normal difficulty are still hard. So doing a vicious battle on forbidden difficulty is absurd. Did he stop? No. No, the game didn't pause itself. He was just preparing to charge.
Zelda.
Oh, I thought that was... Oh, no, I was looking... I mistook green for blue. That was Minoru. I now have Minoru over here. I'm going to charge at that guy. I guessed incorrectly. Okay. Need to not be stuck against a wall, please. Thank you.
The end has come.
Gladly, Minoru.
Ooh, we got his rock armor off. Oh, and keep in mind, the vicious enemies are the enemies that come near the end of the quest. So it sounded like Rauru had a voice crack. That's probably my imagination, but it was still funny. Like we are having to deal with the normal enemies. We haven't even seen what any of the hard enemies look like on hard mode. Right now we're just like very much not vibing. I think there was a quick time event to switch to Zelda by coincidence. And I accidentally stumbled upon it. Either that or Zelda happened to be attacking. I think it was the first one. I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Point is time to die. Okay, so for like a split second, it looked like the Bokoblin model had just like jumped into the air for no reason. Oh god, we still have to fight these guys before we okay. Oh crap. Stop talking. And they're not talking, but you know, like, leave me alone. Nice.
I'm with you. Must take aim. Now be gone. Strike with me.
Gladly, Midoru.
So we're doing fine in terms of like, you know, not losing, but like, oh my god, is this like obnoxious.
Take this.
Like, this is like a gross, like, they are a gross amount of tanky.
My fight, it's over. Not yet. I have you. Ready.
Are we gonna get both of them? Yes.
Take this. Down with you.
I like how she just says down with you, like,
The end
I know they're trying to do cool voice lines, but it's just so funny to think that she's basically just saying, hey, no, get down. It's just like funny, it's just funny to think that she's just being like, no, you get back here. I don't know. And I do know, that's why I just said it, but what, ugh. I am going to smash all of your faces. Ooh, nice. Nice. Alright. Become smashed, my brother. And this does have a time limit, but the same finisher so I didn't press the button to do the finisher. The cancel button is also the finisher button in that sync strike. And I have found that the finisher button, I have found that it still does the finisher move for you automatically, so you don't have to worry about canceling. You just keep attacking until it forces you to stop. For a second, I thought one of the enemies was throwing something at me. Then I realized, no, it's Raru's Ultra Hand. Well, I realized that it was some kind of it looked like some kind of an Ultra Hand attack. But then nothing happened, and I also realized that, you know, only Raru has Ultra Hand. I almost said only Ultra has Raru Hand. Raru Hands. The weirdest jazz hands you've ever seen. With your exploits? No, this is a glitchless speedrun, Raru. Get with it. Oh, for a second I thought he was gonna, like, slam on the ground or something. Oh well, doesn't matter. Kicked his butt. Alright, so I'm switching out Night Construct so I don't get him KO'd. Because, you know, like, they take, like, either no damage or, like, a lot less damage when you're not actively controlling them. By them, I just mean the team. So I'm just switching off of him right now, because I don't want to. Because since he's low on health, I don't want to use him unless absolutely necessary. And right now I have plenty of other characters that aren't about to get one shot. And since I'm not supposed to let any of them get KO'd, it's a lot easier to just not play as him. Now here it automatically switches me to him, but I'm just going to switch off of him. Oh, crap. Alright. Alright, well, Minoru's off limits now. We should have brought Kia. I forgot, like, her whole thing is having attacks that heal slowly. The annoying thing is that, like, you know, there's nowhere to recover our special rations, and unless you have Kia and maybe a few other very specific characters that I don't know of, there just is no other way to heal, and it's inconvenient at best. Well, I've tried. Alright, so I beat that one extra strong Silver Bokoblin. Though unfortunately it seems those weren't vicious Silver Bokoblins. But whatever. I tried, and I got my butt kicked. So yeah. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm not. No. No, I'm not doing that. I'm no. I accidentally like immediately restarted and I just no. Just no. Like just no. I'm not doing that. Anyways, so yeah, that's forbidden difficulty. Uh I'm gonna do some stuff while I'm talking. But, you know, I'm yeah, I so so I had complained to other people previously that an issue with this game is that levels don't matter as much as they should. Um Forbidden difficulty makes levels matter a lot more because if you're not like if you're not about to absolutely if you're like the quests that I was over leveled for were hard. If I'm if I am like not if I'm going into the if I'm making a serious attempt at if I'm going into these and sorry, brain. If I am trying to win, I at I at the very least need to be on level, and it will still be a difficult battle. It was being under leveled and under upgraded was starting to show a little when I played. Sorry, brain. When I played on my own free time, and I did the harder quest like I mentioned, but that's I I I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say about it. It's very difficult and just you know Age of Imprisonment is good. I would recommend Age of Imprisonment. I would also recommend Forbidden Difficulty if you want a challenge. But I would also recommend that you bear in mind that it is a challenge and is not intended to be easy, and that you at the very least need to you need to be extremely loaded to take down an enemy, and you need to sorry, I'm rambling because I keep having a brain fart. Play the game, but play bearing in mind that this game that that the forbidden difficulty is really hard, and that it's important to keep up with that it's important to make sure you're not and that it's important to stay not underleveled and not it's important to stay not underleveled and stay on track with upgrades. So I'm sorry it took me so long to get that out. Again, rambling. But yeah, just you know, play the game, but also go out of your way to do the quests, because you're going to need to do the quests to get to get as strong as you can, because it is difficult. I ignored the bonus heart stuff, but that stuff adds up, and I'm going to be adding all those quests as I speak, because oh my god, you really need the hearts. You really need to you really need to go out of your way to upgrade, to improve all of your characters, because otherwise you're not going to be able to play you're going to lose a lot. Either expect to have to keep playing a lot until you become absolutely cracked at the game, or expect to have to do a lot of side quests to keep yourself on track with the difficulty curve. That's all. Again, sorry I'm rambling a lot. It's taking me a while to get my thoughts together. But yeah. Why is the side quest highlighted? And why is it glowing blue, I mean? Did I 100% complete a side quest, or did I just forget how it looks? I'm almost done with Minoru's quest. I don't know. I'll check that out on my own time. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And I will see you next time. Bye.